get old, so that we can ask Mr. Mewes, who has had some issues in the past with heroin addiction, OxyContin addiction. He's put it behind him, so we ask him, how long have you been clean and sober?
3 years and 55 days today.
Friday thing so that you can inhabit my body and smoke weed and not feel the repercussions the next day. How have you been digging sobriety and all the time? Do you find yourself challenged at any point anymore? Or is there still moments where you're like, oh, I'm fighting it?
No, I mean, no, because the good thing is I'm not surrounded by it. The weed, I make fun saying, because weed I feel like is something that I don't even feel like is something that I would like go over the edge. I could smoke weed, I feel like, and still keep a handle on things. I just feel like it would lead to other things because it wouldn't be the mindset. So that's why I said, like, if I could switch body, I'd smoke weed. But I don't crave weed. But I haven't craved like painkillers. I mean, yeah, every once in a while if I wake up and I'm like achy, first thing I think of is how it's more about like, wow, I'm glad I don't have to wake up. And I used to be like, oh, I'm sick, I'm dope sick, and I'd have to, right away, I'm like, how am I going to get dope? How am I going to do this? So it's nice to wake up and not be like, hey, how am I either going to go score, or how am I going to get money to score, and then if I get money, how am I going to get there? So it's definitely right there off the bat, it's nice. But no, it's been good. I really haven't craved that. I would say in the last 355, you know, there's a few times where I'm like, man, I really want a beer. Like, I think I could have a beer and not fuck it up. But I know that even if I drank just 2 beers and didn't drink again for 5 more years, it still like would break the stride of the 355. So, and I don't know, like right now in my head, I've thought that before, and it's led down the road where I'm like, I can drink, and my problem's with painkillers and opiates. And then, you know, I drank 3 nights in a row, and then I wound up getting my dick sucked by some random person. They did a line off my nutsack and cocaine, and I was like, well, why not? It's on my nutsack. So no,
I'm starting to rethink sobriety for you, man. It sounds like a lot of fun.
It's no, so luckily it doesn't pop to mind often, because I feel like definitely with the podcast and everyone that listens and supports, you know, my wife waking up in the middle of the night like, who the fuck are you? Wait, I know who you are. Are you high, motherfucker? But just between the support of everyone that listens, and Jordan constantly, and you, of course, you know what, and just being able to work and play video games, and I just don't think about it anymore, really, except for, again, every once in a while, it's weird, because like I said, I feel like I think about booze. Out of that much time, I've thought about wanting to drink more than anything else, and again, not where I was like, oh, I'm gonna fucking have a beer, fuck it. But just like, man, I wish I could have a beer. It'd be nice. So, but no, I feel good, man. I'm really happy, and again, I'm really glad, because I really feel like the podcast has been a big help. It's awesome, like coming and sit with everybody here and listen to the podcast, because we'll be in like, you know, a small town I've never been in, wherever, let's say Richmond, and some Starbucks, and someone will be like, hey man, how many days you ever clean out of nowhere? And to me, that's awesome, because it's nice knowing that they're paying attention and they're really wondering, like, hey man, how you doing? So, you know, thanks to everyone who listens and supports, and it's big help. So.
To play games here on Jay and Silent Bob Get Old. Well, we play one game only, and that game is called Let Us Fuck. Now, for those of you unfamiliar with the game, it's very simple. It's air sex. It's non-penetrative miming of sex. Nobody's going to get pregnant. There's going to be no bodily fluids flying anywhere. You don't have to pull a tarp up in the front row or something. Basically what we do is we find 3 partners, 3 volunteers, okay, they're not volunteers, well they volunteered earlier. They put their names in the bucket over by the merchandise table. Jason's going to pick out 3. We bring you up on stage. We set you up with Mewes one at a time. And then we give you a sexual position to reenact for us right here. Now we don't do something simple as like doggy style, missionary. No. We like to see, easy there, Kevin. We like to go a bit more creative with them, man. We like to figure out new sexual positions, and usually ones that people would never do in a million years. So I'll pair you up with Jason, and I'll say something like, Jason, show us what the Ewok cock block would look like, and Jason will do something like this.
Wigga, wigga.
And you would be the microphone. So, it's just that simple. Mr. Mewes has pulled 3 names out of the bucket, and he's going to give them to us right now. Who do you got, sir?
We got Clifton Evancho. Right? Does that sound right? Yeah. Okay. I'm going to get another, let's see here. Maureen Wall. Kristen McNew. How are we looking? Do we have the other people? Am I going to keep going? She's right there? Okay, who's that? Kristen? Kristen? Is that who that is? Okay, how about Maureen Wall? No?
You hit the wall.
Laura Davis. If there's no Laura Davis, then I'll take, okay, there we go. All right, guys and girls, come on down.
We got our first guy right here.
Hello, sir.
Give him the mic and let's find out. What's your name there, sir?
My name's Clifton.
Everyone say hi to Clifton. Hi. Clifton, nice to meet you, sir. Have you ever fucked Jason Mewes before? It's going to happen sweet and wonderful right here tonight. We're going to start locally themed as we always do. And this sexual position that you, God, you're fucking tall. You and, that makes it a little better than the sexual position that both you and Jason Mewes will be reenacting for us, or enacting for us this evening, is called Bury It in My Shocko Bottom. Meantime, we'll bring somebody over here so I can chit-chat with. Batgirl, man. Come on over. You look like an internet meme, a hashtag. You would be better than Ben Affleck. What's your name? Answer the microphone.
Kristen.
Kristen, everyone say hi, Kristen. I appreciate the cosplaying effort, man. What, do you walk around like that very often?
I did it for Halloween.
For Halloween? Do people expect you to get involved in crime and shit? Like, if you see something going down, you're like, I gotta go home. What do you do?
What do you mean?
I'll be honest with you, I felt a little blood rush on that one. I was like, well, I don't know what I mean. What do you mean? What do you do for when you're not doing this, when you're not here at the show? Do you have a job or something like that? Other than fighting crime?
No, not really. I'm usually with my boyfriend.
What do you guys do?
I don't talk about it.
Is it illegal?
Yes.
Why? Are you super criminals? I gotta find out more. Oh, he's back now. We'll check in on this. You whisper to me real quick. Why? You won't whisper it to me? A second ago, you're like, what do you mean? Yeah, I can slide my table. Here, slide back a little bit. Wow, this is a biggie, man. He needs some room, I guess. Oh, I see there's like no room whatsoever. All right, here we go. Okay, man, looks like we're going to see some sex finally. The name of this sexual position that we're about to see is called Bury It in My Shocko Bottom. Take it away, Jason Mewes.
Let us fuck.
fuck Ben Affleck, you should play Batman. You nearly pushed him through that fucking speaker. When you were done with him, you're like, ooh, and he went flying, man. Give it up for my man. Okay, you ready? Does it seem like you're kind of poisoned? Go join him. She's into some weird shit, so you can tell what it is. Alright, man, you're dressed appropriately for this one, because the name of this sexual position is called Batfleck Begins. Go figure that out. Hey, man, how are you? Take the mic, kick right in there so we can hear you. What's your name?
Laura.
Laura, everyone say hello to Laura. Now, Laura, you look like a decent, upstanding person. What are you doing in this fucking hellhole?
I'm a huge fan.
Are you really?
And today's my birthday.
Get out of here, man! You fucking raised the roof a little bit. That's adorable. Look at him trying to steal your fucking thunder. You'll both get some birthdays then. Recently, there's been a case, you know, for years they say you can't sing happy birthday because you gotta pay fucking Warner Brothers a shit ton of money because they own happy birthday. It's copyrighted, they own it. Turns out, it's not copyrighted. Turns out Warner Brothers hasn't owned it for the last fucking 30 years and shit. It's based on an old children's ditty, which is Good Morning to You. So the tune is actually public domain. And the lyrics, they've now chased back to being public domain as well. It's all a long way of saying, we can sing happy birthday to you without fear of getting sued by Warner Brothers. So on the count of 3, ladies and gentlemen, for this guy, for this lady, and for that guy up there who we can't see, but we know it's his birthday, let's sing. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Laura. You were off key too. Happy birthday to you. And that motherfucker up there. Solo, or you got a man or a woman or something?
My husband. My husband brought me.
Where's your husband?
Yeah, he's over there, Groovy.
Hello, man. So it's the birthday. What are you gonna do? Something special? You gotta eat pussy for 2 hours straight. That, sir, is not a birthday gift. It's hers. You know what he's talking about.
Yes, I do.
Because he started with butt fuck. How long y'all been married?
We've been married for 5, together for 7.
Oh, really? Okay. At year 10, that's the butt fucking anniversary.
Yeah.
Hold out until then.
Yeah.
Or make him go first. I don't know if you were delighted by that or appalled by that. Like, oh my god, I don't want to fucking in the ass. Could be fun, you know? Is this the birthday celebration?
Yeah, this is my gift.
Do you guys live up here?
No, we live in Norfolk. Well, we live in Chesapeake.
So now, is that far from here?
Yes, it's an hour and 45 minutes away.
Are you going to go home or are you guys going to stay here?
No, we're going to go home. I've worked up here a lot, so
Get a hotel room, man. Go fucking hotel room. That always feels dirty and shit. Bring me a Mewes. We don't touch or anything because we're married, obviously, but we'll totally watch and jerk off. From beneath a glass table. Alright, they're back, so you're safe from this awkward conversation. You ready to do it, sir?
Yes, sir.
I think I got it hooked up. We're going to watch people fuck tonight.
Ooh.
But before we do that, we're going to watch some fucking right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the name of this sexual position is called Batfleck Begins. Take it away, Mr. Mewes.
Let us fuck.
little story correctly. You were Daredevil. You met Batman.
Yes.
You sucked Batman's dick.
Yes.
And now you are Batman.
Yes.
Give it up for a lady.
Yeah.
You ready for this? Okay, man, let me see what I had. For the last one, I had Smoke Me Sacky like Virginia Tobacco.
Yeah.
But we'll also, I like to leave it up to the audience as well. We like to go to the
RVA three-way.
What is it?
RVA three-way.
RVA three-way.
Yeah.
RVA is Richmond, Virginia. And there will be a three-way in Richmond, Virginia.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, you want to come up?
Come on down. You're the next contestant on The Fuck Is Right.
Look at you, you're bringing your purse. She's got rubbers in there. Well, that's going to take a little while, so I guess we'll turn it over to you guys. And have you enjoyed yourself so far this evening? We're in the seat in the upright position. Tray tables folded part of the flight right now. We're coming in for a landing very, very soon. But before we do that, I just want to take a moment to thank you for turning out for my friend's movie. Man, we worked hard on it and stuff. It's been great going around the world with it. Well, the country so far, but we are going around the world in the next few months with it. It's been great watching him kind of flourish, as he talked about, you know, staying away from all the elements that kind of took him out of the game. It's amazing what he can accomplish, you know, when he's sitting there sober. Now, we're not a show that tells you, that shakes a finger at you and says, don't fucking do drugs or drink or anything like that. Life is fucking hard, man, and sometimes you need to escape. And as adults, we have that right to be able to do that, get out of our skin, get out of our head, just have a good fucking time. When you can't handle that sort of thing, that's when you gotta kind of check in on it like my man did. You know, some people just can't do it. You know, like he said, he can't even give himself a beer because in his head he knows he's gonna wind up with a needle in his arm somewhere down the road. So our philosophy on Jay and Silent Bob Get Old is handle your fucking high. It's that simple. If you can go out and drink and fucking handle your fucking high and go to work the next day and get your shit done, or smoke weed like I do, or fucking do anything, as long as you can handle your fucking high and still be a productive person and not be enslaved to your addiction, then God bless, by all means. If not, if you're somebody like Jason who's got the ups and downs and most of your time is spent figuring out where to fucking get drugs or something like that, where to score, you might want to think about putting it all behind you. Some people just unfortunately aren't allowed to do what everyone else is allowed to do. They're just built chemically different. He's one of those cats. So the 3 years that he's been fucking clean, I've watched him do amazing things, relatively speaking. I mean, he never went to the moon or cured cancer, but for him, relatively amazing. I mean, all things considered, I've known this dude for the better part of almost 30 years now, and if you had told me at any point along the way that one day he will be a producer, you know, I'd be like, you're out of your mind. Yeah, he'll produce a lot of fucking this. Arcing ropes of jism, that's what he'll fucking use with all fucking due respect to Bill Hicks. So it's really great for me, and even better for him, and I'm sure fucking way better for his wife, to see him kind of out there and being a vital member of not just society, but entertainment, actually bringing something to the table. So I love him dearly, obviously, and when you embrace my friend Jason Mewes, you win my heart forever. So Richmond, Virginia, I thank you very much for doing that.
Yeah.
We've been here in town, to my recollection. We were trying to figure out today. I was like, I don't think I've ever played here. You, and he didn't think he's ever played here. You guys have been great. This venue is phenomenal, man. Like, I know it's great on that side of the wall, but holy shit. Backstage, like, they have this fantastic fucking, they call it the artist dressing room or whatever they call it. There's this gigantic hot tub in the fucking room. This bigger than the pool in my backyard. Of these big couches, fat couches, man, that you can sleep on. A whole other rec room with a pool table and stuff. Total party room. We were told, like, well, who uses the hot tub? Like, Devo loves the hot tub and shit. So it's clearly an after party type of room or a pre-party type of room. And ironically, him and I, right before, while you guys were watching the movie for about an hour, if you went to that awesome, sexed up pre-party room, you would have seen two middle-aged men sleeping in the dark. All right, he's back, man. We're going to get to see our final sexual position of the evening, as suggested by the audience, is RVA three-way. Take it away, Jason Mewes.
Let us fuck.
Or that's a big dick that he was sucking in. Give it up for him, ladies and gentlemen. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Make sure you don't give him any anal. Not till his birthday. Ladies and gentlemen of Richmond, Virginia, have you had a good time this evening? Yeah. Super Groovy cartoon movie, and then sticking around for Jay and Silent Bob Good Old Podcast, but none of it happens without the man to my left. Give it up for our amazing